What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Hooked on Fish. Today's a video on how to prepare yourself for a tournament. My face is going to exit from this screen. You'll see my hands, maybe my face a couple times. Enjoy this video. Alright, so, first thing you're going to want to do, get organized, okay? Actually, no, cross that out. First thing you want to do, get messy, okay? Look at this. Okay, so we're going to go through the first steps, okay? That is, get messy, okay? Toss a couple jigs around. Toss some stuff around. I'll move this camera back a little bit so you can see. Toss some jigs. Toss some shatters. Toss some of this stuff. All this, different colors. Close up this box, pull these out. Toss some frogs. Some crankbaits, some buzz baits. Close that up, open this up, cross some plastics, all this good stuff all over the place, okay? So now, if I can focus this camera in here, 1 second. Now you got this mess of stuff right here, okay? What do you do with it? You schedule, okay? Yes, schedule. You might not be very good at scheduling when we're fishermen, but you know what? You're going to have to practice. So, let's schedule this out from the beginning of the day first, when you start. You're going to want to be using probably top water, mid-water minnows, or whatever. So let's start with top water. Say there's pads. Get a couple frogs together. Just like that. Get a couple frogs together. I got a couple in here for my tournament. Here's 2 frogs right there. So get some frogs together. Toss those in there. Another top water type is a buzzbait. Highly recommend black buzzbait or like a white chartreuse buzzbait. They work probably the best. Put a buzzbait. Toss that thing in here. So, you got your top water down. Get some poppers. Get all that kind of top water stuff. All your favorite types of lures. Get your top water bite down. Okay, so now you're moving in to just when it starts to heat up outside, when the fish start to back down a little bit, but they're still kind of active. What do you use, you ask? Well, I will let you know. Stuff like lipless crankbaits. Stuff like, let's see here, jerk baits and slash baits. Stuff like, if it's rocky bottom, crankbaits. And yeah, stuff like that. So you pack in your crankbaits, pack in your jerk and slash baits. You got those down. Yeah, almost. You probably will get some hooks stuck in your carpet. So what you're going to want to do here, you want to take your trusty hardcore knife, flip that baby up, and start sawing away at your carpet until those hooks come undone. Alright, just like so. There we go, crankbait out. Put that right in there. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do, move on to a little bit later in the day, where it's probably at the hottest point by now, going to start cooling off in a little bit. You will move to stuff that has a slower presentation. So close up that tackle box. That's early morning, mid-morning. That's the stuff you're going to need. Now you're going to move to the lazy part of the day where the fish get lazy, they get more finicky. What you're going to want to do here, soft plastics, okay? Lots of soft plastics. Stuff like this much soft plastics, okay? All that kind of good stuff. Got crawfish, worms, brush hogs, all that kind of good stuff. Load those in there. Favorite kind of soft plastics, load all that stuff in there. Load in stuff you want to try, maybe you haven't tried before. Load all that kind of stuff in there. I recommend loading in the stuff that you do know about, though. That way, you can catch more fish. So, last thing, load that in. Got all my craws here, my worms and stuff, and my brush hogs, and a couple of other like flukes and things. Close that up. Now you're still at the hot part of the day. So actually, for the worms, weights, more weights, lots of hooks, all that kind of stuff. Put that over there with your soft plastics, just on top of the box for now. Okay, so you throw all that stuff up there. Got all that stuff figured out. Oh yeah, don't forget to close up your knife. You do not want to sit on that before your big old tournament, or you're going to win some big bucks. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do, you're going to move back to your jigs that you threw out first, okay? Now, let's do this. So the fish are lazy. They're going to be hiding under cover. They're going to be hiding under pads. They're going to be hiding under stuff. Finesse jigs. Slow-moving jigs, really lightweight. Bass love them. Load your tackle box up with these. Let's get all of them in there. Sort them out by color because you're OCD. Almost got these loaded in. Basically, you just want to fill your tackle box up with your jigs. Do not want to not have jigs when you're going to a tournament. Jigs are like the best thing you could possibly use. Okay, so you got your jigs loaded in. And say it's going to be an overcast day. Make sure you check the weather. If you do not check the weather, you're not going to win the tournament. If it's going to be an overcast day, bring some chatterbaits. Put that in your jig box also. Bring some spinnerbaits, stuff like that. That stuff will work flawlessly. Okay, so now you got your jigs in. Now you got all of your midday warm lazy bass hard catches baits loaded in. And you got your trailers in your soft plastic bin also. Got all that stuff loaded in. Push all that off to the side. Now, say you don't have room in your boat for all that junk, okay? Slide this baby on over here. Don't need to be any special backpack. Use your school backpack for all I care. Have your parents, tell your parents that you're going to need a backpack for school next year. Even though you don't, you want this for tournaments. Just tell them that, they'll get it for you. Okay, so you got a backpack, right? Now, you take all these hooks and weights and that stuff that you need for soft plastics right in that tiny little pocket up there at the top. Shove all that junk in there. Zip that baby up. Nothing can get it in there. Maybe if you want, you can take your knife, put that in there too. Now, next thing you're going to do is take this pocket right down here. Not the biggest one, the second biggest one though. Open up your bin of soft plastics, and you're going to just, put a few of these things, shove them right into that pocket, shove all the soft plastics you need in there. This is if you don't have room on your boat. If you have room on your boat, bring all your soft plastics in this bin, then you'll have a lot more variety. Now, close that bin back up. Got all your soft plastics in there. Zip that baby up. And now, you've got your flannel boxes right here. These things. Open up the biggest pocket. Slide them in. This thing can fit 2 or 3 of them. You probably want to get one that can fit some flannel boxes. You don't want to get one of those little crappy side-holding backpacks. Now you got those flannel boxes in there. Zip that bag up. And you are packed. Okay? Out of all that stuff, now you got your backpack. And that's all you are going to need for a tournament. That's how you set up your tournament. Do not be afraid to use your computer or maybe even your mobile device, because everyone has one of these days. You guys know that for a fact. Use one of those things. There's a reply from the person I'm going to be fishing with in the tournament. Just asked if it was okay to pack in my box, this thing right here, because I didn't know if he's going to have room in his boat, and he does, so I don't have to pack those soft plastics in this bag. Anyway, so you got that stuff together. That's a good workout. You got that nailed down. 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. And do not be afraid to go on the computer. Look up the place you're going to be going to the tournament at. Do some research on it. Look at some pictures. Figure out what the landscape is. That will definitely help you with what jigs you're going to be using. And yeah, that'll be helping you a lot. If you have a computer, look up the weather. Look up the place you're going. Landscape. What lures work good. make sure you know what fish you're going to be fishing for, okay? This is, what I just showed you guys is for a bass tournament, okay? Largemouth bass. And, so basically, that's what you're going to do. Bring some of this stuff right here just in case you lose. And you're going to need some money for lunch as you're walking home. Have fun, you guys. Hope you win your tournament. And I hope this video helped you. And snag you next time.